How's it going, everybody? Michael here from 3D Print Everything. Today will be another update video, just kind of on the situation. I did a video just the other day on my workstation here in my garage and talked a little bit about the company and printers and all that. So I thought I'd give a kind of update to that. This is after me cleaning it up a little bit. So table's still a bit messy just because I'm not 100% done. I just was in the mood to do a video, so I got to throw some of that away. But this box was completely full of stuff. Posted it. It was a bunch of amplifiers for cars that were kind of underpowered, especially compared to the big. So when you're talking about 1500 peak max power, those were the majority of the amps I had. That's like an RMS of 750. And the amps that we're playing with in Sonorfinity are like 14,000 RMS. And that's still like small. And like the biggest box, not even the biggest, like the highest power production box is 32,000 watts. So I had these little baby amps. I just literally sold them for 20 to 40 bucks a piece. Got rid of most of that. I have not posted this washer yet, but that's a big thing that's kind of in my way. We'll be posting that shortly. Same with all these fuel pumps. That's why these are out. If any of y'all are race car guys and need a fuel pump, they're old, but I got a bunch of these things. I'm gonna sell all those super cheap. We actually have the printers running, so 3D printing cannot escape me. This one, if you haven't seen it, is the Focus Odin Smart. Pretty solid printer. It's probably my favorite out of the bunch right now. It seems to be the fastest. It's doing its first layer right now, so it's pretty slow. But the old faithful King Rune is getting warmed up here. We're about to have that one work. We'll get the tin log working over here. We'll have this King Rune running. I'll probably never make that run. But yeah, I'm in higher spirits today. Still need to make a little bit of money, but I've got a lot of really good things around the corner, it looks like. And yeah, we're posting. We got those two posted. Pretty much all of this, which is a shame, and this is something that you might run into if you're new into 3D printing, is you're going to print things that you like, and then you're going to wind up, if you're someone like me, or my parents especially, or just other general hoarders / semi-hoarders. I mean, we're not hoarders, but I mean, let's get real here. Like, I've got a lot of stuff. Why do I need 3, gas cans? I don't. I just kept rebuying them. That's a good idea. I'm gonna post those for like $5 because they're literally in my way. Like, this stuff I just don't need anymore. I mean, just random stuff like 5 gallons of oil. I'm pretty sure that some of y'all are the type of people who have what looks like a model home house and are like, yeah, I could never live in such a place. I would just immediately get rid of everything that I pretty much see there except for the essentials that I need. And if you're wondering why this big curved monitor is here not being used, it broke. So, dang. I got like 3-4 good years out of it. I paid $600 used. These are like, I think only 800 now. When I bought it, they were 12. And even my train of thought, I can't finish talking without going to another subject there. But, this is it's an insight into the backside of the business, into the owner of the business, and to hopefully someone who will have something pretty big here. And I want it to be known and made, point that it's I think my success and the success that I'll wind up getting out of having this 3D print company will be there we go. Okay, sorry, I had an incoming call. I want to make sure it didn't stop the video. Will be the connections that I've made. So the connections that I've made are going to wind up getting me into some really nice business deals, as well as other positions that won't require me to potentially work, a full 40 hours, maybe not even a full 10 hours, but still net, a considerable amount of money, enough money that I can start putting back into 3D printing again. Let me clean the screen. There we go. It's been a while since you've seen my face. But, I want to put some money into Sonorfinity. I want to put some money into 3D print everything. I want to get some really cool 3D printers, do more 3D print content. I want to talk a lot more about the company. And that's one thing I will be doing, is talking more about, what we're doing at 3D print everything as a business, rather than just, here's what's going on in my life. So hopefully this video will be kind of a turning point to where we will do some business updates and whatnot. but we're going to mainly be talking about more interesting stuff, more YouTube content stuff, helpful information as well as content generating information. Just videos that should be on YouTube rather than. I'll still have these videos because I do know a handful of y'all are here to see the business owner's experience and some random guy without any type of academia background. I got 2 years of welding college. That doesn't really count as going to college as far as I'm concerned. Not when other people are going for many years. But the positions that I'm going to get in that might turn out being pretty awesome aren't going to require that. And I don't want to share too much information now because stuff's not set in stone. But when it is, I will, because this could be stuff that maybe some of y'all could take advantage of. And we'll be doing more things, like a lot more cool things. The videos will have the money to have an editor involved and other stuff like that. But these are the humble beginnings, hopefully. The situation that kind of put me off 2-3 weeks ago and stuff like that, there's still ripple effects from that, but it's otherwise cooled down. And one day I'll talk about that because there will most likely be multiple criminal charges and stuff involved. And that happened because of this business. So because of that, I like to let people know. Because honestly, if you could have said that, hey, one day you might run into a client that's going to do this, it would have made me rethink some things or at least been more prepared for the situation. And that's what I want to do for y'all. That's why I'm making these type of videos, so that while you're watching it, where it's interesting, where the quality and editing may be crap, like I might actually provide some tidbits of information you can take home. I might have already said that. So last thing I can think of, I just wanted to kind of show that progress is being made. I'm not totally out of 3D printing. Never said I was. But 3D print everything is really busy right now. Otherwise, Mark's got a lot of orders, so much so that I think he's kind of getting in, getting real happy with how things are going, and was asking me to even do some more promotional videos for the business rather than what I've been doing now, which I totally agree. I need to kind of show off what we're doing and show off our capabilities more because it's about to be really interesting, and I'm about to do a lot of that. As long as these 2 deals come through, like as soon as those happen, it's going to be a really fun, cool announcement, and everyone's going to be shocked. And I'm highly expecting the channel just over these things to grow pretty rapidly, just over those announcements and the video content that'll be coming out in the future. So I just want to say to everyone who found me and found this and has run across me and met me in person, talked to me, reached out, anything, made comments, I appreciate you. You're the reason why I do this. When I get recommendations to do videos, I don't always get to them, and my bad, but remind me again, because it's not because I didn't want to or didn't think it was a good idea. It's just because I didn't get to it. If I think it's a good idea and I say I'll do a video on it, I intend and mean to. We're all human, so we make mistakes, but the intent of this company, the intent of at least me, the owner, is to end as much human suffering as possible. And the goal of 3D Print Everything was to make the suffering of 3D printing a little easier for people, as well as make me some money so that I can then use 3D printing as well as other tools to help better a lot of people's lives. And I might just be involved in a business opportunity in a company that could have, and this is a separate one than the other 2 that I was even, smiling and happy about just a second ago. But it could be an extremely disruptive technology that has already been patented, years in existence, and sold several of these, but is right at the cusp of being ready to go like massively public market and manufacture them. And I ended up, putting an investor in touch with this guy, and everything seems to be going good. So I'll get a cut from that investor deal. As well as get to be reassured that this device is going to be manufactured, and then I want to be a part of rolling that out and executing it, because that'll be transformative in a huge way. So this channel will always have a flair of me, Michael, and probably these raw type of videos where I'm just going to show you where I'm at, what I'm doing, what the factory looks like, and as much information as I solidly can. I hold back literally this much, and that's just for me, or that's for what I need to censor because of YouTube or whatever, or legal reasons or an NDA. But everything else I give what I can, ask questions, and I will provide everything I can. Yeah, I'm not perfect, but I'm here to show you the mistakes that I made and the things so that you can. Man, I keep saying that. I'm sorry. But guys, I'll end it with the one thing I appreciate the most about where I've been. Even though I'm at a position to where it feels like I'm going to move away from operating a printer daily for a business sense, I'll still be in the field, but like I won't, be the operator daily on like what's being made money. I still intend on using printers every day to at least weekly, and my goal is to get rid of these guys so I can have just maybe 2 or 3 really nice ones. But what has benefited me the most out of all of this is, one, I've learned over and over again that the connections that I've made here are probably the most important and valuable thing, and 2, that if you can learn how to 3D print, 3D model a little bit, use a slicer to an advanced degree that you feel comfortable using multiple different filaments, using supports, and all that type of stuff. Like if you can figure out 3D printing to the point that that 95% of models are going to print, or how to print them, and what process that needs to be, this is way more difficult than 98% of jobs out there. It's not more difficult in a form of labor and what you have to put your body through in order to achieve the job, but there are plenty of other jobs that will pay a whole lot more for the knowledge that you're learning this. And if you add being a business owner and communicating with clients and marketing and everything, you're doing about 17 people's jobs. And I just recommend make connections and everything, and really see what you want to do with 3D printing and the goals of everything, because I don't want people to suffer like I did. I feel like I suffered for too many years. I probably could have stopped at year 1.5, 2, and been in a better position. Now I think the connections I made in year 3 to 5 were even more valuable than in the first couple of years, but this has been a pain. I mean, I feel for every other business owner that's ever failed, stopped doing it, not made money, struggled through COVID, had to ask for money to be injected into the company or to make personal bills. That sucks. Like, I'm right there at this moment, but I'm also like on the cusp of, hopefully my yachts have yachts money. That's what I joke about. And as ridiculous as it would be to have that, like, that's the type of money and influence that can make change in the world. People like Bezos and Elon have an opportunity to save hundreds of millions, if not hundreds of thousands of lives, if they really put their money into an effort to end human suffering. You could do that, and I'm not here to say what they're focusing on isn't the best for the world or whatever, but I've got a different view on it, and if I got a chance to get there, I will, and that's my goal. And if I don't get there, hopefully I get somewhere influential in between, to where we can really make a good impact on this world in one way or the other. So I appreciate everybody. I'm going to end this here. I've got a phone call that I need to get back to, but I love you guys. I love the channel. I love 3D printing, and I'm really excited to bring you what's coming soon. So stay tuned.